Hey guys, so we've made it officially to the 100th episode. I know we had a false alarm like 30, 40 episodes ago when for some reason I thought we were at episode 95 when we were really at episode like 65 or something along those lines. Um, but now we actually are at 100 episodes, and originally my plan has been that, at 100 episodes I'll start publicizing this show, making it more of a well-known thing, start posting on social media, things like that, see if I could drum up any interest of people watching it. But after kind of looking at my channel a bit, looking at the length of each video, the content covered, how well I've been presenting in them, just quality content in general, I just don't think that it's up to par to really post and make public. A lot of my stuff I've kind of used more as a personal journal than like a interactive, interesting show. So I don't think that publicizing it and marketing it to be like a thing is really what I want to do with it. I don't really think I have any special plans for this 100th episode, actually. I was spending a lot of time today looking into computers and stuff if I decided that I do want to fulfill the goal of why I started this show, which was to get better at just talking to a camera, presenting, making myself a little more interesting when I speak so that I could maybe get into some game streaming eventually. And so I was looking at computers I could handle really editing videos properly, adding effects and things like that. I would probably go out of my way to actually use a video editing software rather than just iMovie app on my phone and just doing a quick intro, outro thing that I have in these videos. And I still may do all that. It's just overall I know the way I present myself is not super interesting stuff. I'm analytically pretty good, which I don't know how that would carry into a gaming environment. Most gamers, the ones that are interesting as far as gameplay goes, are very, very good at presenting things in a very enthusiastic, motivated way, whereas I'm a much more analytical person. So what this would ultimately come down to is I would need to find my niche within the streamer community, which would have to be some kind of analytical aspect that most gamers don't do. And it's hard to do an analytical aspect of gaming when you're not going to ever be the best gamer there is, kind of thing. So, for example, the way I'd probably be doing things is I would be doing something like a Madden streaming type of thing and just showing a lot of the behind-the-scenes stuff that many of the other streamers do, but they just will say it in passing, not actually show how they came up with it. For example, one of my favorite Madden streamers, Mr. Hurricane, talks often about the simulations he runs and testing sliders and all that, and he does a fantastic job with that. I would never compare it to what he does, but I do think it'd be very interesting to show some of the behind the scenes of what that slider testing looks like and the results of that slider testing. And maybe even, I'm big on Excel spreadsheets. I could see myself making a lot of Excel spreadsheets of tracking the results from slider testing in a Madden series, or checking out trade values by analyzing it in a data spreadsheet of what teams favor what players at what values and all of that, and really optimizing your trade value. For example, I think if you looked at pick values, for example, you could probably come up with a formula that values how much teams value picks on average in Madden. So something along those lines. And then if I got into other streaming type games, again, they would be very, very analytical. I'd probably be doing a lot of, if I got into something like, let's say, Minecraft, I'd want to do an analytical, like, way of doing it, using spreadsheets or something along those lines. So that's really big picture what I'm planning on doing if I ever get into the game streaming kind of environment. It could also very well be more of a silent cam, just watching the gameplay with minimal comments. There are a lot of streamers that do that, especially live streamers, that'll just show them playing the game with or without a face cam. So yeah, just I guess that's more of an update on what my plans are and all that. But nevertheless, this is episode 100, and it's not the final episode. My goal is to do this at least every day for the rest of the year. That was my original goal. I started on January 1st. My goal is to post the episode every single day of this year, and it has been an interesting year. I picked a good year to do this, even though I haven't talked about the pandemic, the coronavirus, COVID-19. I don't think, it's just not something I really want to turn as a primary focus of this channel. I do think there's a lot of interesting content there, and I could see myself talking quite a bit about that maybe in the future. But for now, I've been trying to keep things light, keep things short, and I feel like if I dig into the coronavirus topic, I'll just get too deep in the weeds. So, in any case, this is actually one of my longer episodes compared to what I've done recently, so I'm going to wrap it up here. As always, I thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in tomorrow's episode.